Many have described this as a historic moment in Mauritania's democratic experience. It's the first time one of its houses of parliament, which is dominated by ruling party loyalists, has rejected constitutional amendments proposed by the president. Out of the total of 56 Senate members, 33 voted against the amendments. The president's response was swift and decisive. He's going to hold a referendum.
This solution is offered to us by the Constitution and also by logic and reason. We cannot have our hands tied when we have the clear democratic and legal tools to act.
The proposed amendments include abolishing the Senate, creating local councils instead, changing the flag and the national anthem, and getting rid of the Supreme Court of Justice. The opposition says the latter amendment is meant to give the president more impunity, as it's the only body constitutionally empowered to prosecute the president. As for the Senate, the president says it's too costly and its role is unnecessary. That view is not shared by the opposition.
The role of the Senate is crucial and fundamental in legislation and in democracy, which is based on representation. Abolishing the Senate means reducing democratic representation by 50%, and that's very dangerous to the future of our nation.
Equally dangerous, perhaps, is the highly divisive nature of the amendments. Opposition parties have been protesting over the last few weeks. The opposition believes the proposed amendments are an attempt by the president to manipulate the constitution in his favor. Former General Mohammed Ould Abdel Aziz came to power in a coup in 2008. A year later, he ran for president. He has served 2 terms since then, the last of which ends next year. He can't run for a 3rd term, and many are wondering why he is trying to change the constitution towards the end of his mandate. According to the constitution, the president cannot dismantle the Senate through a decree. So he's trying to do that with a constitutional amendment. But for the amendment to pass, it requires the approval of the very same Senate that he wants to abolish. The Senate has voted no. The president's decision to ignore that and call a referendum is leading to controversy about the constitutionality of that move. Mohammed Val, Al Jazeera.